I just need to see things. I need to see all that God put here on this earth for us to see.
I said it's time to get away again and let the talk to me and ride the rhythm of the seas again and see what it says to me.
Okay, sorry.
Camera's looking like overheating, but that's okay.
So I put out a few songs already, and a lot of people are just like, what? This Fritz, like, that's not who that Fritzwa. She makes music. So I think people are gonna be shocked at how musical the album is. People don't know me as a musician. I was a dancer slash athlete in college. I never ever did anything musical. So not openly, at least. Talking Drum was like the most challenging song I had to make for the album. Right, say hello to the people.
What's up? Who are the people? It's me.
Well, I know it's you, but you can't see the people, obviously. This is Lauren. You've never seen Lauren before. You've seen Lauren's hand on Facebook. Yeah, so we were just going through Lauren's computer, and there was this beat he had called Beyonce, but there was like this melody in it that I thought was so beautiful. Over the course of like 2 or 3 months, we would go back and forth, and you know, the little loop that he created turned into like a full-on song. I moved to LA, and I make a friend there named Patty, and Patty, I'm telling her I'm looking for drummers. She goes to church with this guy named Spencer Streets, who drums at the church. And I was like, yeah, man, I'm excited to have you because it's the first time I'm like really doing live anything. So there was just good energy. We've just figured it out. Like he'd do a little drum pattern.
He did a great job.
He did a good job, right?
Yeah, I love that.
He did a great job. So that happened, and I was like, oh, this sounds really good. But I don't think there's enough drums. Like the song can't be named after a West African drum and not have a West African drum in it. You know?
Yeah, that's kind of
so. Then me, who, if you look right here, you can see his webisode for the East Village. He's played djembe for the past like 8 years or something. So I asked him to get on it and do the djembe, and he did his thing. It's like, a rhythm section needs percussion, but it needs bass. Like, I was like, we can't have all this real percussion and not have a real bass. And called Peter Basshead Greaves. Yes, his nickname is Basshead. It's very cool. Then I wanted to re-record the vocals because it had just gone through this like crazy iterative process that like took the song from one place and it's somewhere else. The music changed from being something that was therapeutic to something that was really stressful. It was business school, which was like the craziest 2 years because it was super stressful, really challenging. But then I also traveled to like almost every single continent, you know, while in business school. I love to travel, and I think traveling is what gives me perspective, and I think that's what makes people more dynamic. Traveling makes people more dynamic, and it just seemed very like international. Like I felt like whatever the content of the song was had to do with something, should have something to do with traveling around the world. So now, I don't know if you know anything about mixing, but mixing is
I don't know anything about mixing. What is mixing?
Mixing is basically getting all the levels of a song where they need to be.
So you have to think about what you want for each sound.
Exactly. You want it to sound a particular way, and you have to adjust things so that you get the sound that you want. Like, Lauren had already created a song, but then I had gone ahead and added, like, bass and, like, you know, percussion and, other synths and djembe, and so now you have all of these elements, which in digital audio workstations like Cakewalk Sonar and Fruity Loops and all those things that people used to record, each track is a different sound.
Right.
So you have to adjust each sound to be right. If you have 70 tracks, can you imagine? Today was not the best studio day for me. I was very frustrated. And hopefully Franz doesn't hate me forever. And think about having all those tracks and then you have to like mix them. The lows There's somewhere there. Let's play it again. You'll hear it. There's something missing right there. Right there. I'd like it to swell. That right there. Element of melody that is missing. It was the most frustrating process for us. It took us like 5 sessions to mix the song. Hundreds of hours. One song. I mean, eventually it all came together. It just took so much work, but right now I'm like happy that it's done and people are get a chance to hear it. Yeah, I don't think things exist if people don't know about them. And I have this thing in me that I want to give to the world, and I toiled over it. It became like this like mountain, and I'm like right at the edge. You can see my little head coming. And I just can't wait till I get to the top and I can be like, yeah, bitches, I finished the fucking album. It's only been 7 million years. So yeah.
I said it's time to get away.